Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I don't have that many videos, but hey, always saying welcome back to my channel. Yo, yeah, bore. Anyway, hello, hi. I need to just find something that's really exciting to greet everyone because hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's just yeah, bore. And yeah, nyamisha, and yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for clicking onto my video. My name is Beverly Ramabu and I am a fragrance enthusiast. Today I have a review from W Beauty. This is long overdue because I've had these for a while. I've had these since last year and I've just been sitting on them. Well, yes, I've been sitting on them because and that is not a good thing. So guys, I finally got myself out of a rut and I was like, listen, I need to review these things ASAP. Well, I need to review these things ASAP. And yeah, this is it. So without wasting time, like I always say, let's get into it. So I'm first gonna start off with the packaging. You know, we always start with the packaging, and this is what it looks like, guys. This is a glass bottle and it is branded at the front, and then at the back it has all the necessary information, and then underneath there's like a sticker which tells you when the manufacturing date was and when it actually expires. It has a plastic cap, and then I don't know if this was intentional or what, but these are actually detachable, and it has a pretty decent atomizer. Yo, sangham. So yeah, this is mainly what the packaging looks like. Since I sprayed this one first in the air, I'm actually just gonna start with it. This one is called Moi Moi, right? And this fragrance, once again, even smelling it right now makes my mouth dry because I didn't pick up on the floral notes that they talked about. I found this to be dry and slightly spicy and woody at the same time. So florally here, I don't pick it up at all. And one thing is that this fragrance actually reminds me of an air freshener. There's a certain air freshener that smells like this, and this is not necessarily a bad thing, guys, because in this day and age, what we see happening is there's a growing demand in people's preferences and all of that. What companies try to do to be more inclusive is maybe copy a certain scent that is popular or something like that, you know. So in this case, I feel like this kind of scent is really good in maybe masking a certain odor, and then maybe that's why maybe there's a air freshener that smells similar to this one. And another thing is, in the times that we live in, no one scent is confined to one industry. You get industries that borrow a scent from your personal care products. You find the same scent in your detergents or your air fresheners, like I mentioned. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's about catering to a larger number and actually being more inclusive in the kind of scent that you provide. So this is what I thought of Moi Moi. Now let's get on to the next one. My next fragrance is Sensu. Guys, because I've had this for a while, I keep on losing like the caps, and because I was moving around a lot, they kept on falling, so I'd lose the caps, and you know what, I'll get into that later on. But yeah, this one I really liked, guys. So this scent, Sensu, I really like this scent. You guys can see I use this a lot it's almost depleted, ne? This is a beautiful scent because it's clean, it's calming, it's relaxing. There's a sense of tranquility attached to this scent. And you know, when I smelled this, I thought of like a green lush garden, you know, where somebody can easily meditate, you know, that kind of vibe. This is what it gave off. And I don't know if you guys can see, but like there's sort of like a fading green here, you know. And I feel like the name and even this fading green, yana, it's so fitting to the kind of scent that's in this bottle, you know. So yeah, this is one of my favorites from the 4 that I bought. And yeah, it's Sensu. My third fragrance is going to be Aura, you guys. Aura or Aura, but yeah, it's O-R-A. So do I say Aura or Aura? Well, it depends, man. So you guys can see I actually lost well, the atomizer gave up on me because I was using it so much. Yo, I abused this one. You guys can see it's actually depleted now. And because I even lost the atomizer gave up, this is how I usually apply it, you know. Or what? And it still works, you know. I'm getting in the last of whatever is left in here. So guys, this is such a beautiful scent. I know I always say that all these fragrances are beautiful, but this is such a sweet feminine scent, and I feel like it would work really well as an everyday fragrance. I easily fell in love with this one, and it kind of reminded me of flowers, of roses especially. And this is not necessarily about how roses smell, but the whole idea behind roses. Because when you think about roses, they give you a sense of assurance, a sense of love, stability, you know, a sense of warmth. And this is exactly the kind of impression that this fragrance left on me. And yeah, that's what I thought of it. And yeah, now my last fragrance is going to be Bliss. And this fragrance is for somebody who sweats profusely. I say this because this fragrance reminded me of a slightly feminine X deodorant. I'm not particularly a fan, but I see where they were going with this fragrance. This fragrance has a lot of manly notes in it. And I feel like what they were trying to do with this fragrance was cater to women who usually opt for men's fragrances. That's the kind of scent that they are into. This would easily pass off as a unisex fragrance because as much as it's a woman's fragrance, the notes in here lean towards being a male fragrance. Like the way the soft mask in this fragrance is set up, it makes me associate it with your roll-ons or your body deodorant, you know. And I felt like they just took like a deodorant X and then they just put it in here. You get what I'm saying? This is what I feel they did with this fragrance. Yeah, well, it's slightly powdery when it dries off. This isn't your typical feminine fragrance, not at all. Yeah, not at all, guys. And they describe this as a fruity floral, and I did not find that this is the case with this fragrance. I'm like, no, fruity floral, not at all. So this is what I thought of Bliss. And yeah, I want to talk about my thoughts on everything. So what are my final thoughts with these fragrances? I'm first gonna start off with the bad. which is, I felt that they generally had like an atomizer problem. You know, the atomizer with Aura gave up really quickly, and I had to resort to applying my fragrance like this. I also experienced the problem with the atomizer when it came to the Bliss and this other one. And then another thing is, what I always try to do when I buy fragrances to review, I always opt for the smallest quantity available. And in this case, this was 15 mils. I know they available in 30 and 100 mils as well. So these are like 15 mils, right? Okay. But they retail for 119. I bought these ones for I think 70 or 80 something, because they had like a 30%, 30 or 35% off on all W Beauty fragrances. But what if you don't get that special, you don't get that promotion? Are you gonna buy a fragrance that is 15 mil in quantity for 119 rands? That was a bit expensive for me, woman. Relatively, I feel like that's a bit expensive. So, and especially for the fact that these are all Eau de Toilets, they're not even Eau de Parfums, so they have less fragrance oil in them, meaning that they don't really last that long. In terms of projections, they have really good projection. You know, I didn't really experience a disappointing projection even with the Sensu, because the Sensu tends to be a bit fresh. I already knew that because it's a bit of a fresh fragrance, the projection might not be that long or that loud, but the rest of them, they were really decent. You know, they were really decent. The only downside is they don't last that long because they're all Eau de Toilets. But sometimes that's what people look for. They look for maybe fragrances that are loud but not that long lasting. So maybe that's what you're into, then it's not a problem. If you want something that's long lasting, then these are definitely not something that you should go for, especially given that it's 119 rand, it's an Eau de Toilette, and this is 15 mils. So imagine how much the 30 mils or the 100 mils will retail for. They should be somewhere up here, the prices. So yeah, so what did I like? I liked the size. I felt like the size were very convenient, and they're very petite, so I can just literally put them in my pocket or in a small handbag, and I can carry it anywhere and everywhere. So I like that a lot. Would I repurchase? Not really, because I think for me personally, the stage in my life that I'm in, I want something that is loud and long lasting. So if I find extracts or performs or other performs, I'll probably opt for them, especially given the ratio of the prices. You know, I want something that is really long lasting. And another thing is with fragrances, if you somebody with sensitive skin and you don't constantly want to apply fragrances on your body, because the alcohol can maybe at times in the long run tend to be maybe damaging or irritating to your skin. So I personally, especially around my neck, because I tend to have like really dark spots around my neck, I want a fragrance that I'm just gonna apply once or twice, and then it's gonna give me like very long, it's gonna be very long lasting, and then that's what I want. And I at times maybe apply it to my clothes, not at times, most of the time. And I know it's a taboo, but yeah, I still do that, man. Like, that's my hack. So yeah, guys, that is what I thought of these. You can get these in store at your Woolies, or you can buy them online. If you like me and you just want to try them out, I suggest that you wait a few months. Every other few months, guys, Woolworths has this 35% off their fragrances, especially the W Beauty products. So you could wait a while to just try them out and see if they work, and just buy the 15 mils. One thing that I like as somebody who's a cheapskate, if I want to buy a fragrance that is maybe 700 or 1,200 or like an expensive fragrance, what I'll do is I'll search for a dupe, try that out before I actually buy like the expensive bottle. That's what I do personally. I know it won't be maybe a 100% dupe, but you more or less have an idea of where this fragrance is going or what it smells like. You get what I'm saying? So that's why every time I review fragrances, I try to opt for the smallest quantity available. But it also depends on the price that it goes for. So yeah, guys, that is what I usually do. So thank you so much for watching up until the end of the video, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like the contents of my video, so that I can keep on making more videos, because I'm motivated. Like, you know, engage with me on all my socials. You can follow me on Instagram. My handle is Beverly Ramabu. And yeah, guys, make sure that you subscribe. It is free. Like, you don't even have to pay, like, you don't even have to pay a subscription fee, guys. You can just subscribe, and then if you feel compelled, I'm not even like, or like, I don't know, if you feel free, I'm not even forcing you, share my content with other people so that they know that there are other alternative fragrances available out there, if you are a cheapskate or if you really limited budget wise. So guys, thank you so much for watching up until the end. I really appreciate your support. Love and light. Hold up, guys, I was actually done filming when it hit me that I forgot to mention these 3 facts, which is, if you are somebody who is conscious about how their products are sourced, you'll be glad to know that these products are said to be approved by a toxicologist, approved by Beauty Without Cruelty, and they are also vegan friendly. So if you are somebody who looks for those kind of stuff when they buy their fragrances, you'll be glad to know about these facts. So guys, that's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching up until the end. Again, love and light, guys. Mwah.